Hey internet, so Vlogmas day 23, last casual day before Christmas. I thought I would keep my promise today and do the makeup tutorial that you've been asking for. So it's basically a relaxed rose gold look that I've been wearing during my whole vacation. So I filmed that and I will get into that as soon as I've shown you my outfit. So today is, like I said, a relaxed day. I'm wearing my Raksha worn long, my bracelets, silver, gold, and my malachite bracelet. I have a large burn on my arm for making popovers the other day, so ignore that. And then I'm wearing my long green maxi dress from Gap. So kind of a Grecian, kind of bohemian look. And then I'm wearing my Ralph Lauren sandals, which are really comfy. So that is it for today's outfit, and I will see you without makeup now. The first thing I do is go in with my favorite concealer, which is the NARS Creamy Radiant, and I use this as an all-over breakout and redness concealer and an under eye concealer as well. So I apply it in a kind of V shape under my eyes, like this. And then I also dot it on any redness and breakouts. I do have quite a few since my sunscreen when I'm on vacation always makes me break out. So it's always worse than when I'm at home, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. Once I'm done with this, no one will know any better. And then the next step is to go in with my current and pretty much all-time favorite foundation, which is the YSL Youth Liberator Serum Foundation. And I don't use a lot of this, especially since I'm on vacation, and it's extremely pigmented. So one pump, and I sort of distribute it between my first and middle finger, and then just dot it all over my face. And I really don't think that you need a foundation brush for this foundation. It really does just kind of sink into your skin, just kind of pressing in with your fingers until it all looks pretty seamless. At this point it is very slightly lighter than my skin and definitely quite a bit lighter than my body since I am on vacation, but I've never felt the need to buy a second shade of foundation because you'll see I'll use some bronzer to even out any difference. So then my next step is to use my favorite bronzer, which has always been the Tarte Park Avenue Princess waterproof bronzer. I think this stuff is awesome. It's very, very similar to NARS Laguna, but I just like it a little bit better. And I just use a large brush. These are my travel brushes by Bare Minerals. I have a set of them that I'll be using. And then I just put that on all the usual spots that you would put bronzer. So basically the 3E expanded for me because I don't like that super stripy contoured look. So I just kind of basically apply it on the outside of my face, concentrating on my cheekbones, and then at the end whatever's left over will be dotted on my nose and applied on my neck as well. It's the YSL Poudre Compact Radiance, and it's the Radiance Enhancing Pressed Powder. I actually find this has a little bit of coverage to it, and it's really nice and absorbent as well. So I just apply that very lightly with the puff that comes with it, just on my T-zone. Like that. I'm going to apply a little bit of blush, and my favorite ones are probably always from Tarte. I just constantly repeat that because I think they're awesome quality. So these are the Amazonian Clay blushes, and I only brought one with me. I don't like to pack too much makeup when I travel, so this is the color Magic, which is a really pretty pinky coral. And I just use this little travel size Bobbi Brown brush and just apply it on the outside of the apples of my cheeks. Then a new product that I'm really loving is my Hourglass pressed highlighter, and this is the color Luminous Light, and it's part of their ambient powder line, and it just gives a really light glow to my cheeks. I don't know if the camera will catch it, but definitely under certain lights you can see it, and I love how it just kind of blends right into the skin. So I just kind of brush it along the tops of my cheekbones on each side. And then what's left over on the brush, I will apply at my temples and then even on the apples of my cheeks just to make them a little bit more glowy. Favorite eyebrow pencil is from the Nuance by Salma Hayek line. These are really similar to the MAC ones, but the brown color from this line just kind of matches my hair best because it's not too dark. It's not completely black like the MAC one is. So then I just kind of thicken the outside of my eyebrows a little bit because they tend to be a little bit more sparse there. And then I go in with my favorite powder, which is the Anastasia brow powder in brunette, and an angled brush. This is the one I always use. It's really old. It's from Smashbox. It's so old that the name has completely rubbed off. And then I go in with the lighter shade from this brow duo, usually for daytime, and then just kind of define my brows with it. Once that's done, I just go in with some clear brow gel. This is actually clear mascara. It's from Maybelline. It's a nice cheapie that I like. And then I just brush it through my eyebrows to set the powder. Next step is to use a good eye primer. This is especially key in hot weather. So this is the NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow base, and it's the one I use all the time. Ever since I've tried it, I just can't live without it because it really does make my eyeshadow last all day throughout any kind of conditions. You don't need too much of it, and then just blend it in to the eyelid and crease. The palette that I'm traveling with is my Kat Von D palette in Ludwig, and it is basically the neutral one, but for a neutral palette it also has two fun colors. It's got a pistachio green and then an army green. But today I'm going to be basically doing a rose gold eye look. It's what I've been wearing pretty much every single day throughout my vacation. I've gotten the impression from your comments that you guys like it, so I'm just going to be reproducing that. And then we'll be using the light highlighter shade. This is the color Tequila. We'll be using the rose gold shade. This is so gorgeous and unusual. It is similar to MAC's All That Glitters, but it's a little bit more metallic, and it is the color Downtown. Then I'll be using a little bit of brown throughout the crease, and then some black just at the outer corner, but very light because I want to keep this makeup look nice and fresh and glowy. So I always apply my highlighter shade first. So this is the light sort of lemony highlighter from this set, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my brows and in the inner eye corner to make myself look really bright-eyed and not so much like I'm suffering from allergies. And then I'm just going to use the same brush but flip to the other side and go in with that gorgeous rose gold shade. Now that that's done, I'm just going to go in with a dome shape brush and just grab a little bit of the brown shade, not too much, you don't want to go too dark, and just apply a little bit in the eye socket. And then finally I'm going to go in with my little pencil brush into the black and just lightly define the outer eye corner. And you don't have to do this if you feel like it's too heavy, if you're looking for light glowy makeup, but I just adore the way it just kind of elongates your eyes. And just blend that out. I'm just going to line my waterline with my Tarte Inner Rim Liner. This is their Lights Camera Lashes one, which is basically just a flesh tone. And it really helps with any eye redness, just to make your eyes look really bright and awake. I'm just going to curl my lashes with my favorite eyelash curler. This is a Sephora brand travel one, but it's the one that I use all the time. And line my upper lash line, just winging it out a tiny bit. You don't want to go too dramatic for a light eye look like this. But the Dolly Winks one is my all-time favorite. And then my favorite mascara trick recently has been to use two. So I have a volumizing one. My all-time favorite is the L'Oreal Voluminous. And then I have a really good separating mascara, and this is Maybelline's The Rocket. So first I apply the volumizing one, and then I basically use the Maybelline one as a lash comb to separate each and every lash. And I find that this gives a very defined but also volumized lash look. And for the last finishing step, I'm going to use a little bit of lip product. I really like the YSL lip stains because it's just a great product when you're on vacation. I don't like to fuss over my lip look too much at all. So I just put this on in the morning, and then I have a tint on my lips for the whole rest of the day. This is the color number 16, which is a mauvey pink. And it's a really interesting texture, because at first it's really glossy and creamy like a lip gloss, and then it just kind of dries into your lips and lasts all day as a stain. And just blend it in a little bit. And that is it for my finished makeup look. Hey everyone, just checking in. My hair is wet, I'm in my pajamas, and I am making dinner. I just got back from a late night swim, and I'm making chicken piccata. If you guys want the recipe for this, it's actually a Food Wishes recipe. I'll put the link in the information bar below. But there's my chicken that has already sizzled, and I have some butter, some lemon, and I have some white wine and capers just simmering away here. I'm just waiting for that to reduce a little bit. And then there are some potatoes with, ooh, you guys are fogging up, peppers in the oven. This is probably it for today's vlog. We'll see you guys tomorrow in Vlogmas Day 24, Christmas Eve edition. Bye!